Hello fire signs, welcome to my channel. I'm Trace and I'm bringing you your message for the weekend, what you don't see coming. So I'm going to be using my oracle cards here. Aries is the first one. Let's see what you've got. I'm supported on my path. Isn't that awesome? You've got a little dragonfly, which is always about transformation, which is always about bringing you the light and protection and showing you the way. And you've got, I am supported on my path. Awesome. Let's have a look to see what your tarot cards have to say, Aries. You're always the one that's got the courage, that fire, that you're the starting of the zodiac. So you are the leader of speaking your truth. Sometimes you can make chaos look a little bit like confidence, and you stand up and you shake things off when no one even asked you what's going on with your own life. You just remind everybody else that how to be messy but still courageous, and at the end of the day things work for you, and you show us that that a spark in the world brings everything to light. So you are supported in that. So I want to see how you're feeling right now, Aries. What are you presently feeling right now? And then what is in the air at the moment? And then what's coming up for you? And the bottom of the deck will be your obstacles and challenges. So let's see what's coming in for you. All right, Aries, you've got presently, what are you feeling? And you've got the 7 of Wands. Okay. Your second card is what is in the air right now. Okay, interesting. And then what is coming up for you? You've got the Empress, and then at the end of the cycle here, you've got what is actually challenges for you. What is your challenge? You've got the 8 of Pentacles. So I hope you can see all of those cards. Yes, it's all nice in view. So you're supported in your path, all right. But you're feeling a little, and I did say to you, you're the one that's the first in the zodiac that always is got a lot of courage, and you start everything off, but you're feeling like everybody perhaps is putting some obstacles in your way. Perhaps you're feeling right now this weekend, I need a rest, but I've got so much I need to do. It's so much on the go. So that is the very loud truth that is coming through for you. And then your second card is what's in the air. And you've got the future card here. You've got the card of you saying there's so much on the go. There is so much happening for you, but it's not actually quite there yet. There's just a little way for you to go. You've prepared a lot. And I think this is where the 7 of Wands is coming in. Perhaps it's saying you're feeling a little bit like, I just can't get there. I'm just like sort of not getting there yet. Just something is just not getting me to the finish line or getting me to the next section of my life. And then your Empress is what's coming up. And I love this because the Empress is the major arcana. She epitomizes your self-love, your emotional, mental, and physical health. She's the nurturing, she's the nourishing. So make sure you're doing this for yourself first before you feel that you need to do it for the whole world, your family, your children, and those that are around you. But give your best attention to you. Don't tolerate lies around yourself or dishonesty or empty promises or this push-pull that people are doing around you. Spirit is saying to you, you are supported on your path. And I think that is what you need to expect. That is the intention you need to put into your weekend. So this weekend, cook a meal for those you care about or yourself. Sit and pet your pets. If you've got a lovely garden, go nurture that. Take some time for self-care this weekend and just know that you're supported. And that is what's going to bring you joy. That's what's going to make you feel comfortable and safe. And, usually the Empress is predicted pregnant, and what's coming up for you shows you that whatever you're building here, you're birthing. So don't be too impatient with yourself, Aries, which is very common. And then what here is your challenge, and on the shadow side of your deck you've got the 8 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles is the apprentice. He is showing what he can do. He is so proud of his works. He's so proud of his talent and what he is doing in his life. But that's a shadow side for you. This is coming in as a challenge for you. So perhaps stop, Aries, this weekend and have a good think about how far you've come, what you've achieved so far. It feels like you are being really, really hard on yourself. And I'm telling you, it feels like I've given you this message for months and months and months, saying to you that you are really being too hard on yourself. So let's see what your self-care deck says for the weekend. Spend some time with friends. Spend time with those friends who truly adore you, truly adore. If there's a friend who doesn't help you feel be your best, if there's a friend who doesn't help you feel and be your best, that friend isn't a friend at all. Be true to your true friends. Now that's how you're feeling at the moment. Perhaps you're feeling like there's somebody in your life that is just forsaking you, but you've also got to realize that they're also on their own path and dealing with their own issues in life. So let them be who they are and concentrate on the ones that you get back tenfold. So Aries, it's your last card now, and you have follow your bliss. My soul sings with joy. And that's exactly what I got with this Empress card. Follow your bliss. See where you're going in your life. Follow what you love to do, because this is what Spirit has given you as your challenge, is that are you actually doing what you love to do, or are you doing something that's on a list that has to be always pushed, Aries, because you do have that tendency to push through things that you've started, and perhaps not looking to see how well you've done along the way. So I think that's your message for the weekend. I find that you need to take some time off this weekend and just trust in your path, and just trust what you feel when you read this message as well, when you're listening to this message. What does it make you feel? Please don't let the heavy world cause you to have boundaries that are not in your nature. Put it that way. Take care, Aries, and as I said in the beginning, thank you for being a spark into this world, and that you can make us feel comfortable around and courageous enough to get going in life. Take care, Aries, and I'll chat to you soon. Have a good weekend. Okay, Leo, it's your turn. Let's see what's coming up for you, what you don't see coming for the weekend. I'm drawing a card here from Oracle cards, and let's see what you've got. I lovingly accept myself. Well, Leo, you don't need too much of encouragement for that, because you're shining so bright without apology in life. You have a huge heart, and your natural leadership lights the way for others. And you know, the creativity and that courage that you show, and that faith in yourself, even sometimes when somebody else doesn't have faith in you, you remind us to have that joy and that powerful sort of pushing energy in our lives. So thank you for having that radiant light, and Spirit is saying to you, I lovingly accept myself. So if you're not feeling like that at the moment, Leo, if you're feeling like this weekend you need to regroup with yourself, this is the place for you to be, to get some messages, so you can replenish that beautiful, fiery, joyful, right person you are. Right, let's see what's coming in. I'm going to be using my tarot cards to ask questions. So I want to see how you're feeling right now. Let's put this in the middle here. I want to see how you're feeling. You lovingly accept yourself, yes, but how are you actually feeling, Leo? And then what is in the air at the moment for you? What is actually in the air? And then I want to know what's coming up and what's challenging you. So let's have a look. Leo, what is coming up for Leo for the weekend? What did they don't see coming? Okay, so Leo, how are you feeling right now? Oh, hello. You literally got your card. So Leo, I can't argue with this. This is two cards to say that you are in such a good place, and I love that. And if you're not, this weekend you're going to feel like that. What is in the air at the moment? You've got the Queen of Wands, and what's coming up for you? You've got Three of Pentacles, and then the bottom of the deck is your challenge, and you don't have one. This is your obstacle. So you know, if anything, this is saying to you, Leo, that perhaps you are not feeling very motivated right now. Perhaps it's been a very difficult week for you. Perhaps life has shown you a little bit of, what's the word I want to use? A little bit of those naysayers out there that have said, you know what, I'm so tired of you being such a positive person. I'm tired of this toxic positivity that you're handing out, Leo. But you know, Spirit is saying to you, don't listen to them. Don't listen to those people, because you are feeling almost productive, creative. Perhaps you are almost feeling so powerful that when somebody comes along and pushes you down, you go, well, maybe I'm not that person. But you know, the sun appears when you've gone through a difficult time as well. So there could have been a rainstorm in your life right now, and this is saying, right, this weekend, this is what you're going to feel, this is how you're going to feel, and this is the energy around you. So I think it's a positive affirmation. It's complimenting you who you are, Leo, to say that, you know, there's so many things that you can feel the sun with. You can be fitter and healthier out there. You can get the sunshine, literally go get the sun's rays for better love in your life. You can be optimistic about something, because your cards are very optimistic and very successful. So I think this weekend, take a sip on that beautiful sun energy that is who you are, because this is the Leo card. And I think you can be the spark of inspiration for everybody else. And then you've got the Queen of Wands coming in as what's in the air. Now, the Queen of Wands is also a fire sign, and she's a queen to say, you know what, you can feel confidence, you can feel sexy, you can feel amazing, because the Queen of Wands is that queen that shares her energy. She's bold, she's confident, she's fearless, she takes up space, but that is in the air at the moment. So Leo, I get this feeling that you, whatever I'm saying to you, you're not feeling it. The world is really, really feeling heavy on you now. And you know, you shine bright, as I said, without an apology. What's happened? Why are you not feeling this way? It shows me that perhaps there is so much underlying that people don't know about, and you're just putting on this brave face. Now, this Three of Pentacles coming up, and what's coming up, I like that too, because that's saying to you that you are self-sufficient. You like to collaborate with people. You actually do well around people. Don't like to be a loner. This is saying with the Queen of Wands too, in your what's in the air. Perhaps you're feeling a little bit off because you haven't been around too many people of late. Perhaps you haven't been well. But this is all about, oh, look at this. They're actually having a nice band session here. This is about jamming with the band. This is about hosting a party. So what you don't see coming up this weekend, I think you need to be a lot more social than you have. Meeting up with somebody, just asking for help, and if you've got some furniture you have to put up, some IKEA, get some people in, get a whole party going this weekend. If there's something on the telly that you're wanting to watch that is sport-wise, accept all of that. Enjoy your life this weekend. That's what it feels like this is giving me. So you can work from the heart. And then your last card here, which is your shadow energy, which is supposed to be your challenge, is just to say, I think it's saying, well, how do I get motivated? How do I actually get into that zone? And what it's saying is get spontaneous and say yes to invites. If you need to get a jamming session going and a karaoke session going, do that. If you want to dye your hair on a whim, do that. If you want to book a last minute holiday, do that. That is the challenging obstacle that perhaps is holding you back a little bit. Oh, and you've got the star card next. So you've got these beautiful energies here, Leo, and I have so much faith that you can lovingly accept yourself and actually sit for a minute and actually feel that this weekend, because you're doing so well. I love that. And your Queen of Wands is just that energy of get out there. Enjoy your body, enjoy your life, enjoy who you are, because she is the queen of absolute enjoyment and passion. Yeah. So be that person this weekend. Be the bold, courageous Leo you are, full of love, good with everything, good in a social environment as well. So let's see what your self-care card is. I was going on a bit much there, Leo, but I'm so pleased for you because you've had quite some difficult readings of late, and they've been quite, I've been feeling quite sad for you. So let's have a look what you got. Karaoke. You can't make this stuff up. That's what it was suggested over here. But this is saying for one. So if you're in the car and you're driving anywhere this weekend, sing loud in the car. Sing to your heart's content. I love that. Isn't that awesome? And that's where you feel this beautiful love and sun energy. And that's how you lovingly accept yourself, because you feel alive. You feel alive, Leo. And here you've got giving birth. I am bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world. Yes, you are. And thank you for that. Thank you for being the radiant light to the world. And we need more fire. So bring that in. We want to share the love with you from your heart, Leo. So take care. Have an awesome, awesome weekend. And I'll chat to you soon. Hello, Saggies. Welcome in, my other fire sign. We are so grateful for you, Saggies, your adventurous spirit, who you are, and how you make us all feel so courageous in your fire energy. Right, I've got a nice weekend card for you. Facing my shadows removes darkness from the world. Oh, that's awesome. So what this is saying to you, Saggies, is that every adventure that you go on, the way that you put your spirit out there, your honesty, your refreshing optimism, because you always show everybody else how to get through those hard times, how to be spontaneous and to explore. And I think that freedom loving shows you that's how you face your shadows. I love that. Let's see what's coming in your tarot. And that's the darkness. You know, a lot of us are living in darkness 24/7. There's a lot of doom and gloom around at the moment, and people are feeling so stuck and perhaps even helpless of where to go forward. But Sagittarius, you've got that beautiful freedom-loving heart that's full of passion, as I said, and you remind us that there is hope in the choices that we make and the way that you pursue life. It gives us a lot of faith to inspire our dreams to be bigger, because you're the one that's chasing those big dreams out there, the adventures, and you're the one that shows us that a fire sign can go on an adventure. So I think those are the shadows that you show everybody to face, and then the darkness doesn't feel as hard. Right, so I've got some tarot cards here, and I want to see how you're presenting at the moment. What are you feeling right now? What are you facing? What are you leaving behind? And then what is in the air at the moment for you? What is in limbo? And then I want to see what's coming up for you. And then the bottom of the deck is going to be what your obstacles and challenges are. So Sagittarius, let's see what's coming up for you. You are at the moment, oh, you've got the Ace of Cups. Now that tells me that those shadows that you are removing from your life and removing the darkness, you're doing it with love. You are facing the fact that there is more to you than just the outside world. You're using your heart. You're using spirit, you're celebrating life. You're not sitting around doing nothing and being morbid and perhaps even, you do have those days. We all have those days where the world does feel a little bit heavier than others. But you've got that personality, Sagittarius, in this weekend specifically. So you are going to be taking on a different kind of energy, that you're actually so optimistic about things, and you're looking into your heart center going, I'm so grateful. I've got so much going right for myself in life. Then your second card is, what is in the air at the moment? You've got the Magician. Interesting. So the Magician tells me that you are maybe faking it till you make it, because the Magician being in the air is showing you that you are aware that you have everything around you, but you're still quite stuck in a little bit of a place of, how do I make this work? How do I set the intentions to get all that working for myself? And that's what the Magician in your obstacle, so not in your obstacle, what's in the air at the moment, what you're not quite sure of at the moment. And this Magician card gives me, I love this Magician card. You can see he's got the affinity sign in a book. So he's reaching up with his little wand and he's looking up into the sky. Well, it could even be a girl. I mustn't say he or she. So this person is reaching up with hope, with almost like a clarity connection of their higher self, saying to themselves, I am capable of so much. And look at the manifestations that are coming out. This is a hands-on energy. So if you're feeling like that at the moment, you've got a project going, and this weekend you're thinking, I need to get more of that. And I'm not quite sure how to get there yet. The Magician is saying, keep pursuing, having faith in yourself, that position that you're in right now, having faith in yourself and having that joy and optimism in your heart. It's a very optimistic card. Both of them are. And then your third card is what is coming up. Oh my goodness, you've got two aces. Now you can't make this stuff up. And then your bottom of the deck. Look at your bottom of the deck. Oh, Sagi. This is awesome, Sagi. So you got the 10 of Cups. It's literally the lotto card in your emotions. So I think this, facing your shadows here, this card is actually showing you something very, very deep. It's saying that when you face those shadows, you actually don't realize the part of you, that psyche part of you, that you disassociate from being upside down and pushed down. You're actually living and equating negativity to past life experiences, not the trauma of your life at the moment. So your cards are all showing me, and look at the 6 of Wands next as well. So this is a winning card. This is saying you recognized for the amazing personality you are. And I said that right in the beginning of your reading, that your passion is so infectious that everybody else around you has no choice but to follow in that suit. So I love this order that's happening here. You are definitely a survivor. You are a survivor, and you are willing to face your fears big time and not let them rule your life. I love that, Sagi. So let's see what your, what is this deck called? Your self-care card says for the weekend. Because Spirit is giving you messages here of, you don't need to do much. There's not much challenges happening for you, Sag. And you've got to please yourself. Forget people pleasing. Before taking on any new task, consider if this is something that you are doing for you or someone else. Who truly benefits here? Who are you trying to please? That is so interesting. So I know, Saggies, that you have this adventure inside of you and that you don't really live your life to please anybody else. But what Spirit is saying this weekend is check that, because what's coming up for you is this complete new way of being around your material life. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is usually an opportunity coming in for you, a path that you can walk on that can benefit your health, benefit your income, benefit anything tangible to make your life richer. And this, you've got two aces. So you've got heart rewards here, and you've got physical rewards, and then you've got the Magician in between saying it's in the air at the moment, and you're probably thinking, well, how? You know, I'm not actually quite there yet. But what Spirit is saying is the challenges that you need to put that into your dream bank, into your manifestation bank, because it's all available for you. It's a very, very nice message, this, for you. So your adventurous spirit, that you like to have adventure in your heart as well. Know that this is for you. Put freedom into your heart. Put freedom into that living, pumping heart of yours that gives you that hope, that choice is that you have joy. So when you choose joy and you choose that you're worth it, and you choose that faith and you choose that inspiring bigger picture stuff, that is when it comes to fruition for you. And both of these aces are saying, you have got that for yourself. So please yourself, start with you, and then get going from there this weekend, Sagittarius. Gosh, what a awesome message for you, little fire sign. Your last card. Let's see what's coming up with your last card. And you have, I'm going to take this one here. And you have being in the flow. I am in the flow of the universe. And Spirit is giving you this to say underneath the Magician here. Set the intentions. Believe it. Dream bigger, and chase what sets your soul on fire, because it is all available for you. This weekend is giving you that realization. Please yourself first. Put yourself first, and then you can show everybody else how to follow that suit. You set a precedent. So Saggies, I can't give you any more than maybe just a little applause, a little clap of the hand to say, well done. I can't actually make this better for you. Oh gosh, just hold it. My kitty cat wants to come in the window. Sorry, I've got a kitty cat that comes in my window and she interrupts me sometimes. So yeah, I think to end off your message here, it's time to go for, like, you are the investment in your life. I think you are what the Spirit has given you here, being in the flow. I'm the flow of the universe, pleasing yourself. You are your investment in your heart and in your tangible life. So I think you're on the right path. Be open to it. Set your intentions, and you let all the experiences that you've had guide you, and know that you deserve this, Sagittarius. Take care and have an awesome weekend. I'll chat to you soon.